Okay, we can start, and in the meantime, let people others join. So yeah,
Yes.
yes, we can start so that
Okay,
we can
perfect.
close on the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, sure. So, first of all, Tarun, thank you so much for collaborating with us today. And it's like a very important topic which we are discussing today. And I would like to thank on behalf of Ankita and the whole New Era Bonds team that today we are collaborating with DevSkills. And it's a very, it's a very sensitive as well as, conversation which matters in today's world. So, to begin with, if we say what is work life balance, then in today's world, when in the digital era with lot of devices, we carry
Okay, so
our
this is
offices
also
at
that.
home and we carry home in offices with our device being always, we are connected with our team, with our family members. So it's not
So I have
left
to read.
any of work life balance, but it's left more of work life integration. That how well we integrate our work and life together. Because you will agree that in today's era, I have work from home, I have kids playing around and working at home. We get, calls and WhatsApp from family members. So it's a kind of a close knit network. So the first question I just want to bring in this platform, Tarun and Ankita, now is that when you are working in a corporate sector, what is the real time challenge which you are facing right now to balance work life balance? So, for me and Ankita, we can just share in our last jobs, like what were the challenges we feel that we were not able to, juggle that, or we were struggling to have that in our professional and personal life. So, Tarun, can we begin with you?
Sure. Yeah, the challenges which we face while managing work-life balances are challenges due to when I'm working from office, there is challenges for commutation. If I'm commuting to work and there is traffic, then that's a challenge. Deadlines,
Mhm.
managing deadlines is another challenge. Always, no, there will be meetings, and sometimes there are fixed office hours. So, meetings, fixed office hours, commutation, these are some of the challenges.
Mhm.
Yes, so this is
Yes.
primarily, I'll
So
say. Yeah.
very well said, because in, metro cities of India like Bangalore, Hyderabad, Mumbai, commute is a big challenge. And often, like, we have to reach office, we have to drop off the kid. Very well said. So Tarun, when I discuss as a female employee, okay, so what I thought like my challenge was like juggling the house responsibilities, the child care with the job. So what was happening is like there was no equal partnership at home as well as workplace. So what I mean by equal partnership of workplace is the team involvement. So if I have members of 10 in my team, there are 10 members in a team, then two are highly involved in and working together, three are averagely involved, and three are like not at all interested. So I'm not talking about just equal partnership of a husband or a family or a kid at home, but equal partnership at work and home both. Okay, because you all will understand, because you are also a father, Ankita, you are also a mother, that if something goes wrong in home, then it has to come like, okay, because the woman is working, not paying attention to the kid, not paying attention to the home. As well as in office, the same women, when goes in the office or something happens in the project, then because you are going early to pick your child, you are giving more time to your child and less in office because you have a small child. So this this what you will say, like I'll term it as an equal partnership, whether it's a family setting or a corporate team setting. This was like my struggle which I was not able to manage, and it then turned out into burnout, and the easiest step which I thought was to quit and take a break. So this was my experience. Over to you, Ankita. Yeah, thank you, Kriti. Hi, Kriti. Hi, Tarun.
Yes, hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's really fortunate to join you to speak on this issue. This is the issue which is very close to my heart. So I'll stick to professional aspect only of this side. Like the 80-20 law is the biggest problem, I think, for everyone, male or female. Only hope, like most of the responsibilities or major tasks are loaded on those 20% people who are working seriously and those who know how to work, and they maybe in the hustle and bustle to get the work done fast, they are ignoring those 80% lot, and now they are talking about working increasing the working hours. But again, if we don't like focus on efficiency, like if we don't develop those 80%, till then the problem will not be solved even if they work like 24 hours, because we have to develop them first, those 80%, then only those 20% will be in peace. Like my problem is if I'm out of the 20%, workload will be more on me, right? I have to work more. For those 80% who are not working or working less,
Yes.
are not able to perform. So for me, this was the problem. Like if I used to perform more in this year, my target was increased more next year. And for those 80%, they perform less, their target will be increased less. And regarding salary hike and all, it is never at par the inflation itself. So this is the problem. I'm working more and I'm getting paid, in fact, same or maybe less sometimes if he is a new joinee, he or she is a new joinee. So that was my issue.
Yeah. Yeah, very well said, Ankita. And with the perks and the incentives which you are talking about, it also comes to the work culture which we are creating. If an employee is satisfied and like is getting the same energy reciprocation from like the work culture, then he is ready to give more hours. And many people today are giving more hours. Okay, so if you check like just people around you, employees around you, you will see many people are giving 12 to 13 hours right now. But rightly said, as brought up by you, that what is the work culture we are getting, what in return we are getting, are we like those things are keeping us motivated, keeping us energized? So that's also equally important. Well said. Now, coming up to the next question. When we heard like this comments from like senior executives of different companies that let's increase the work week, or they are just motivating because they are the top leaders, they are getting that motivation at their level because they are like top senior levels. So, what was your reaction when you saw that in social media? So let's start. So who want to go first? Like just your reaction that when you heard that, when you saw that video, or you saw that post from Deepika Padukone, or like from Infosys, what was your reaction? So Tarun, you want to go first for this?
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. So the conversations which is happening, these are trending also these days. So here they have covered various aspects. So definitely, they are directly or indirectly touching about our family time, right? Also, no, when I look into say 90 hours a week, so I do the calculation. Then if it is a 6 days, figured out that 15 hours for 6 days, if you work, then it will come up to 90 hours work week. Or if we have to have 70 hours working, then definitely this calculation again, 5 days if I'm working, I have to work 14 hours. So what was told or what was recommended was first from the chairman of Infosys or yeah, with Mr. Narayan Murthy, that 70 hours work week. So I just calculated for 5 days it will come to 14 hours. And definitely if you are doing 1 hour commutation, 1 hour or 2 hour commutation coming to office, and definitely it will be like 15 to 16 hours you are spending time which is outside your family. Also there are multiple aspects which I see. Is one is how do we, if I'm working 15 hours, how do I do the stress management? Definitely there is a health aspect also. There has to be something which is sustainable. So if someone is able to work for 15 hours or 14 hours, I am sure that keeping all these aspects, the family aspect, then there is your fitness and health aspect, and definitely productivity. How would you improve on the productivity for completely working on 15 hours and then ensuring that there's no fatigue? Because in a stretch, if you work 2 hours or 3 hours, your productivity starts decreasing. So these were the 4 or 5 areas where I started looking into or thinking about how do we cope up, or how will we be able to manage all these times. So I would say, as per recommendation of WHO, also, we have to spend some time doing physical activity. When it comes to IT jobs, that also means that 15 hours or considerable part of your day. So we have 24 hours in a day. So more than 70% of your time is getting spent in sitting or doing work which is not physical. So definitely it will kind of impact your health, and you would need to have some exercise routine also, which also needs to be accounted. So it becomes very difficult because there is a sleep management which you have to do, because you have to have sound sleep for say 6 hours, then you should have some physical exercise, and we also have social life, because if we don't have social life or family time, then there is a stress, mental stress, which will also come. So all these aspects, definitely I felt that okay, can be taken when there is tough situation, deadlines, but definitely these are not sustainable.
Rightly said. So people are taking it when there are like high deadlines, there is some issue, priority, some incidents. So people are doing it, but sustainably to make it like, ongoing criteria or ongoing milestone, it's not that correct. Rightly said. Ankita, what view you want to bring in the table for this? Like, what was your reaction when you just saw that?
See, my first reaction was the people who are commenting are they capable of running a company? If I'm running a company, if I'm an employer, uh, see, there are two sides of every coin. If I'm an employer, if I'm running a company, and every employee comes to me says, "Chill, bro, I'll finish the work in 4 hours and make your company shine within the 10 days of time," will I recruit everyone? No. In fact, nobody will do that. So these like working hours, these should be like it should be a win-win situation between the personal aspirations. Maybe everybody doesn't want to be Narayan Murthy. That is also an aspect. My aspirations are not that big. So it should be an amalgamation between the task responsibilities plus your personal goals. So companies should take one step ahead and understand what are the personal aspirations and what are the requirements the person is joining on that role. What are the requirements from that person? So from where I started, the person who is commenting, first thing came to my mind: is that person very like eligible to comment or not? So that is another issue. So there are two things. So first thing is, if everybody comes and says that I'll complete the work in 4 hours, bro, chill. So that is also not the thing. There should be a win-win situation. Plus, on the other side, I agree to Tarun from where that 90 hours thing came. I'm not able to calculate. First of all, you are expecting us to work for 6 days. Then you're expecting us to work for more than 12 hours or what? I mean, if you calculate even 11 hours for 7 days, it would come to 77 hours only. Yeah, it never comes to 90 hours. So they are they're changing two thought process at the same time. Like a person can work more than 8 hours, plus a person can work more than 5 days. And they are very
Yes.
dangerous. This thought they are put the thought which these legends are putting in the society are very dangerous, and they will definitely download along the time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not good for the work culture. So and secondly, from where I started, that we should work on efficiency of a person. If he is not able to do the work in that stipulated time, we should work on the efficiencies. Just increasing the time it won't help, I guess. Like I heard someone talking in the morning, some employer, that मुझे lazy लोगों को नहीं रखना है. So the other person asked, what is your criteria? How you decide that giving long work hours will promote the hard work? Even for long hours, a person can sit and do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So that
Correct.
is again a challenge, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I can say about it. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. So we have one more guest joining. And hi, if we can switch on the camera, that would be good. Otherwise, if it's like really some trouble, that's fine with us. So what we were discussing is like we were just discussing our reactions on like the 90 and the 70-day work week suggestion. So Tarun came up with like actual calculation and what are the real challenges we'll face if like the work weeks are extended. Ankita gave a different perspective that it differs from person to person. Some want to achieve that success, some want to achieve that perfect work-life balance. So it cannot be, standardized for all. And when I heard that, I just thought on two grounds. First, like the people who made those statements are like high top executives. So when you run a company, you get that motivation from the results. You are at the top position. So you get that, motivation, the kick back. So you feel like investing more hours because you are getting that result and the motivation. But for mediocre employees like the mid senior level, junior level, we are not getting that reciprocative energy, motivation, the correct work culture. So we will not be able to, motivatingly give those hours. We will not be motivated for that. As well as, like for in my holistic well-being, social life is important, doing arts is important, and taking care of my child is important, giving family time is important. So it's like not that possible. So this was my reaction. But I also think that people are overreacting and trolling. So what this gives is like a culture where some putting up your opinion is not respected. So I also say that we respect all the comments from the senior executives as well, but there is a reason and there are different perspectives that we are discussing in this channel today. So over to you, Praful Naveen. What are your thoughts? Hello.
Hi. Good afternoon. Sorry, I joined from my device, so excuse for that. Yeah,
That's
I
fine.
completely agree. Point which you have put. I joined when Ankita was, I think Ankita, right? Yeah, Ankita was talking about her view. Yeah.
Mhm.
See, if you ask me my view, I will say that 70 hours, 90 hours, and somebody said in recent 120 hours also. People are who are working, they are working for this many hours, and people doesn't want to work, they are not working even 35 or 40 hours, which is minimum required. So. And be in this social media, what you call era, things which are like work-life balance, which is a very important piece of for everybody to have balance their personal life and work life in this phase in this social media world where everybody put their opinions and their views first instead of without evaluating what exactly and what is the background of or context which was put forward by that whoever the influencer or leaders uh, technology leaders and CEOs and CFOs put forward. Yeah. So my view is like it is being discussed more instead of implementing or acting in real life. And yeah, it's and again it's personal individuals who are in that workforce and doing some productive work, it's up to them also how much they are contributing. Are they really productive for the company and doing, and also managing their work? So at this point, if anybody, it is different for every persona. It's a different use case. Like if somebody who is a accountant working in a small firm, he will slog for long hours and try to finish, because he is the only accountant working for that organization, right? In a big organization, when there is a pool of people who are working in a distributed environment, and task is been delegated, and managers who are there who are managing them, if they are doing their job correctly, then nobody has to slog that much. They will get their piece of personal time, and they can manage their things well. So that's how my opinion about work life balance and how we can balance. And of course, the things which we are hearing from leaders about 70 hours and 90 hours can also be managed. Actually, it's not that every day we do that, every week we extend that much hours. It's like you have to balance, and every persona has a different every user is a different, and they have to manage their own work day or a work week which they plan. Yeah. So I usually plan a week ahead. Mondays are my Monday. I start very early. My work, I work from UK, and I start my day early because my offshore team joins before. So I start according to their time, 10 o'clock. So my time is 5:30, 6 o'clock. Mondays are my busiest day. And I plan for entire week so that I don't have to compromise on my personal space, because by the end of 5 o'clock evening, I close my work laptop. That's how I work actually. Yeah. I hope it helps for everybody to take this away and try to implement in their lives as well. Work life. Yeah.
Yes. No, I really liked your point where you said like we are talking more and acting less. Yeah. So like people are doing that and there are different scenarios. So when we talk about like when you are giving so many hours, so are you feeling motivated at work? Like is your work culture really good? What do you want to say about that?
So see, if we have chosen, if we opted for a job, and we have chosen because we applied for job, we been offered a job, okay, and we have been given a responsibility. Definitely, this would be your job interest area only. You're working. So motivation doesn't comes by default. Like it is like breathing. It's not that, see, you selected a job, you are not doing for a money or something. You are doing for your passion, or your what you call, you like this thing to do. And if you still for doing passion you need motivation, then you are in a wrong place, or you have to really think on the roles. So to again, definitely some point we need motivation. So my strategy, how I have done in my work place, is like I never stayed in the same role for long duration. Like I try to scale up myself, keep enhancing my skills, or keep trying to look out what my boss is doing. I used to go and talk to them, then asking them, if you are doing this work, can I help you in this? That's how I used to try to scale up in role, and that way I always keep stepping up. Even I won't name the company, but I will tell you, I worked in one company where people say it's a government company and the growth is not there. I stayed there for 10 years, but my growth was maximum in that 10 years. Every 2-3 years I have scaled up in the role. I joined as a tech lead, and when I resigned that company, I was enterprise architect, solution architect role I was doing. So that's how it's up to individual how they takes the scenario. Keep motivating themselves by self only, and not depending on others to come and motivate you. It's your life. You have to take control of that. Yeah.
Very well said. So sometimes personal dissatisfaction also we just throw it on the work culture of the company. So if you are at wrong place, like it's not the company's fault. Very well said. That's also a new perspective and a different perspective. So Ankita, you raised hand. You want to add something?
Yes, yes. First of all, thank you, Mr. Praful and Naveen. It was a really good insight on the same view. So as you told me, like you start working at 5:30. So yes, I was in core sales for many years, not in IT, another product. So like you said, once we make a choice that we are working in this industry, it depends on us also how we manage our work life balance. It's very important. Because if I am pitching some product to a customer and he is getting after a time after 5, he's finishing his job and then responding me after 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. So it's my responsibility to say yes, or we'll talk tomorrow, or take follow up from that customer or client regarding my product I'm talking. So sometimes the job requires this kind of work life balance. You have to respond to customers according to their timing. Sometimes this also happens. So if you have chosen the job, you have the responsibility and you have to manage your life according to that. And in that case, your seniors also have to understand that. And so I'm taking out some time before 5 p.m. and I'm working after 5 p.m. So my seniors should also understand the requirement in that kind of profiles. So that's what I want to say, Kriti. Thank you.
Perfect. So it's a Sunday for everyone. And when we are talking about work life balance, we'll not overextend the meeting. So it's just 8 minutes left. And Tarun, I would like to conclude, like I would like you to conclude, what were the thoughts we discussed today, and what you have to say as a closing statement or like a takeaway from this session.
Yes. So what I would say is the higher number, which I will say 90 hours work per week, is challenging. But yes, it's achievable. But definitely, this is a stretch goal which has to be met by both the companies or the organization which is hiring, or the employer, and the employee. So I will list down, I just prepared a list of things. So when we say that 90 hours per week is the working hours, it should be including the transport or commutation time, and the corporates or the organization should help employee commute conveniently by offering them allowances, car lease, making the commutation easier for them. Second thing is it should also include social and cultural events. So definitely, when you work in an organization, they should provide you various activities, facilities where you don't get to see the monotonity. So your mental health, you feel happy to work, you become part of the organization as a family. So this is another thing which I has in the list of my recommendations. Then definitely the motivation and goal should also be there, and employees should be motivated. There should not be a lot of wastage of work or effort. The management should take care that people who are contributing are rewarded accordingly, and the work they are given is also as per the prioritization and customer needs, and uh, all care has to be taken in the proper assignment of work and task to employees, so that they are focused on things that matters. And also the corporate should be thankful to that family, because when someone is working hard, so the corporate should also take care of the family. One way they can take care of family is providing flexible working hours, right? So providing some facilities for family members also, like some crash in the office, or allowing people to bring their kids to office, and also providing them healthcare facilities, and whenever there is a need, like someone is sick, providing leaves. So corporate should also take care of the family members they should take care of their health,
Mhm.
also employees health, by providing facilities like gyms, and providing facilities like meditation room where people can have relax time, where they can recharge, little bit of sporting facilities, and they should make sure that employees are happy working in the office as well as in their remote working places as well, and providing them the right training. So these are some of the things which I would say recommendations for corporates. But as an employee,
Mhm.
person in at individual level also have some of the responsibilities which they should take. So first responsibility is they should ensure they are doing proper time management. That means they are scheduling their activities based on the priorities, they have the goals, they have understood, and they ensure that their productivity is getting improved over time. And then they also have to have a healthy lifestyle so that they don't get into sickness or health issues. And when I talk about health, it's both physical and mental. So they should take care
Mhm.
of social life, engaging. If you are very introvert, then you tend to be burnout more, because you should also involve yourself into various social activities with it, which is within the office or outside the office, in your apartment or your residence, with your relatives, friends, and family members. So have good family life, social life, because this will help you to come up with proper stress management. And exercise, definitely, you have to keep doing, because more you work, more you are doing sedentary work, and in long run this could have health impacts as well. And definitely,
Mhm.
self improvement is the word I will say. There should be a focus of employees on self improvement so that they can
Mhm.
create better impact. And this way, if corporates and individuals, they take uh, this as a challenge, that yes, for nation building we want to kind of contribute more or to maximum level. So again, I won't go with exact numbers because this may differ from person to person. More important is the quality of work rather than the quantity. But yes, we should take it as a challenge, and professionals to be more successful, the I see that intention. I don't take the shots or reels no very seriously, because these are some clips. So what the person said before and after is missing. So maybe we don't have the proper context, uh, because we can kind of clip some seconds and maybe have some misinterpretation also, because that context is lost. So what I would say, or what I will uh, take it as a kind of challenge is, for nation building, every person should contribute to their best, and definitely at individual level and as a corporate level, we should ensure that people are enabled to give their maximum, right, in all
Mhm.
these
Yeah.
aspects, professional, social, and
Mhm.
at the family level as well.
Yes. So I would request everyone to rejoin the same meeting link. We'll just wrap up in 5 to 10 minutes so that we can just take closing statement from everyone. And like I have just one point to add, and then I have just a question, closing question. So this meeting will end, but just let's join the same link again and close the session constructively.
Immediately we have to join after dropping from here.
Yeah. Yes. Recording in progress. So, Tarun, when I heard about your closing statement, what I think is like many companies are doing the points which you have stated, from gym to family events to exercises and everything. So that is in place. Okay, and employees are also very motivated. We have different types of employees, so that is also in place. But when we go into the root cause of why these two systems are not working, then what I feel is like the people are not aligned with the same goal. There's more of a people's problem, because if I'm in a team and I'm going gym in my working hours in office, there's an office gym. So many managers take it nicely, but many managers also come and say that just don't go between 9 to 7, just try to go after 7, all those things as well. So I think I'll just bring this point again, that it's also the work culture we collectively set up. Okay, because all these things, researchers have given you these results. The company is trying hard. There is like HR vertical, health and safety vertical, everything. Those people are really trying hard. But the real problem is in actual implementation. So this is what I feel with the points Tarun has listed. Now the closing statement is like, I just want to give this a session some value to carry away, or a food for thought to just leave from this session, that what's your dream culture, what's your dream culture, what's your dream company culture or working hours you wish for. So can you just paint your own dream, your own design of like a company or like a situation where you will be happily working and you will find all the balance you are looking for. So who wants to go first for this? Praful, Naveen, will you go with this question? Like, what's your dream situation or culture which you are looking for?
Yeah, see, dream situation or workplace, it's next to impossible. You won't get 100% role to role match what you desire and company also having it. It will be somewhere 60 to 70% might match. I recently changed job, and I was this company I was following and trying to get into this company for a long time, but I like right time and right role was not coming up. Eventually last year I got a role in this company and I joined this company, and still what I'm finding is the role which I only selected is not exactly what I was looking for. So it's 50-50 match. So there is no if you want to have like, don't expect everything the company will give. You have to cook meal for yourself. So whatever aspirations and all, don't expect that company will cook and give it to you. You cook yourself, like a side hustle. If you are interested in writing some tech blogs and all, don't publish it in your company portals and company social within company also. There are social media platforms, yeah, just for communications and all. Publish there as well. Publish in social media platforms like LinkedIn, YouTube. Have your own YouTube channel, not just for views and revenue. It's for just for your you can channelize your aspirations into that. Mentor few people, that way you will get to learn more, because young people taught elder people more than instead of going for a full-fledged training. So that's how I do in my day-to-day activities actually. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Rightly said. Thank you for all the views which you have brought to today's discussion. Ankita, what you have to say for this? Like, what culture you're expecting in your next dream job?
See, again, I back the point. There is no dream culture for the job, as it is you do job for a reason. It's nobody wants to do a job just because he or she wants to work. So, and regarding my closing statement, if you want, there are again 2 points I want to highlight. First thing is, as Indians, we have a dark history. Everybody knows, so we are in habit of doubting everything. So maybe sometimes legends say the dreams are which you see when your eyes are open. But do we see dreams when eyes are open? No. So sometimes they say things to motivate us only, and people just make big things out of big discussions out of it, and then the point is they make big issues, but then nothing is done as such. There are other big issues also, social issues. We talk a lot. These big celebrities, they talk a lot, but what they are doing actually for that is nothing, zero. Okay, so sometimes we react more without understanding. Again, the same point. My fellow colleague also they brought it before. And the second point is yes, they should not touch our personal space. Looking at the sensitivity of the issue, we have cases wherein these issues, personal issues, many times they are very sensitive to a particular person. You don't know what kind of personal life he or she is having. There's how long you can stare at your wife, how long you can talk to your husband, or sometimes we just say, the call between husband and wife, it should end in 30 seconds. What you are talking with your wife for 2 hours? So you don't know what she or he is going in personal life. So yes, it should not be there. You should not touch a single inch of personal life of your employee unless and until it is something, interactive session or something. You should not touch that zone of a person. So that's what will be my ending statement. Thank you.
Absolutely rightly said. And I do agree, like we should not touch the personal zone and we should not comment on different genders, different, situations. Tarun, over to you.
Yeah.
What's your closing points and statement?
Yes, definitely. No, I covered a lot of areas, but few areas which I missed and which I would say also I would like to add into the list. One is definitely diversity, right? So every person is different. So the same recipe may not work for everyone. So figuring out what is the best suitable contribution or the style of work for everyone is what managers or corporates they have to identify. Also everyone is different. Someone may have health issues if they sit for long working hours. Some people may get depending on their medical condition, age, or their genes, they may get into different problems. Someone may get some problems which could be related to heart, blood pressure, sugar, diabetes. Someone may not get any of these because of their different body types. So understanding that, okay, someone may prefer going to gym in the morning, someone would feel to have the energy to do workouts maybe in the mid of the day. So this is different things. So we should not kind of have a same stereotype or kind of a blueprint for everyone. Then another aspect which I also thought is financially also companies should give advices to employees that how they can manage their finances, taxes, so that whether they are working no on the other side, at least their money is also working 9 to 5 and they get the maximum benefits from the salary which they got. So providing them advices on how to invest your money wisely, or how to manage their taxes, and how to take care of various facilities which are there in the organization, that is also important. So this is something which I would like to add, which I didn't
Perfect.
cover.
So, as a closing statement, what I want to add is like few takeaways from today's session. So, yes, everyone is different. We have to embrace the diversity, and diversity is good. Like the thing difference in opinions. We have to embrace that, and we have to respect that and work in collaboration. Second thing, like okay, companies are trying a lot, employees are trying a lot, so let's make it let's make that hard work turn into reality. Let's make it happen. So how we'll make it happen is like small changes, small awareness, whatever we can bring in our part, like we should do that. We should act more and talk less, as suggested by our guests. And the last part is like, let's not make these things a comparative comments to the sensitive parts. So always as a leader, let's be always mindful that what comparisons we are using, what what in the statements, what comparative thing we are using, it may hurt someone, or like different people are in different situations. So thank you so much everyone for spending your afternoon and mornings in today's discussion. So it was like a small initiative from New Era Bonds and Dev Skills to just bring up this discussion and see what like the junior and mid senior level and senior level employees think about these discussions going on in social media. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Have a nice weekend ahead. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Record.